And that gives me the segue to our return with Whitney. You know, Love Whit is her business. She's a local business, and she actually sells her candles in Sun Honey.
Yes,
so how cool is that? That was
Alyssa,
a great transition.
Love Mark. Yeah.
So we started out the show with us melting some wax, and we said we'll get back to it because it wasn't fully melted yet. So we have it melted.
Yeah, it is
What's
ready.
the next step?
So we'll take this out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just
How
sit over
many?
here.
How long does it? I mean, I guess when you're making candles, do you make a big batch at once, or do you try to do just like one at a time?
Depending on if it's like the same fragrance, I'll do like a big batch.
Okay.
If I'm doing like a lot of them, I'll put the same fragrance. But
Right.
since I only have like this one little pitcher for right now, I have to do it kind of in like small batches.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to let that cool down, or
Nope.
is it good to
so
go?
we're gonna
Okay.
take the fragrance.
And what fragrance are we using
This
today?
is the Tiger Lily and Pink Lychee or lychee. I'm horrible at pronouncing names.
I think it's a fruit, right?
Yeah,
Lychee or
something like
lychee?
that.
Yeah, I don't really know
But that one's probably one of our favorite scents.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna stir it. Normally, I usually stir it for about like 2 minutes, but we're just gonna quickly stir it.
You want to make sure it's completely mixed in.
But we're going.
right.
But I usually do like a 10% fragrance load.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah,
way-
I didn't even think
yeah.
about ratios or percentages
so I
like
do
that.
like a 10% ratio or fragrance load for
Right.
the candles, and then when you light them, they literally fill the whole. Like I have a 2-bedroom apartment, they fill the whole entire apartment.
Wonderful. All right.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, talk about some of these other scents I'm seeing here. So this one is raspberries and fairy roses.
Yes. That one kind of smells like perfume, which I
Yes.
love. That one, and then the berry cashmere one smells very much like a perfume. Yeah.
And they're soft. They're
Yes.
not overpowering.
Yeah. And there's bergamot,
what's this one?
ambergris, and then moringa cream and salted coconut. So that is my summer collection that I just recently launched.
Oh, summer collection. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay, the Mangora, what is that? Moringa? What is moringa?
cream. I honestly don't know.
She's like, but it smells good.
It's a cute name. Moringa cream and salted coconut.
Okay, this one's my
that
favorite.
One's
I
probably
love
the
coconut.
favorite. Yeah, bergamot
Yes.
is one of the, probably the second favorite.
And you were telling me some of the other scents at Sun Honey right now. You've got some like cocktail.
Yeah, that's my cocktail
mocktail
collection. That is probably the fan favorite at the moment.
Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah,
What
and
else?
then Patinga Passion and melon and strawberry Bellini. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we got Tiger
Yeah.
Lily and the lychee, right? Pink lychee.
Yes.
Okay, lychee. Lychee, I don't know. All right, tomato.
Clearly, I love floral and fruity scents, as you can
Yes.
see.
Good
And
for
yeah, and then we're
Florida.
just gonna pour it.
How do you, what's the inspiration behind your scents? Like, how do you choose?
I think I've always been just drawn to like floral and like fruity scents, so I just kind of choose that. Or like if I also ask my audience too, like
Yeah,
what
requests.
Yeah, like what fragrances they would like, and of course a lot of them they do love the floral and fruity scents, but also they want like other options like woodsy and
Oh, let's move this so they can see
and
better.
more of like more ambers and things like that. More
yeah,
warm
I'm sure you
notes,
do
yeah.
some of that too for the holidays,
Yeah,
like different
yeah,
scents
yeah.
like that. So how long is that going to sit before it hardens?
Usually this will take a few hours,
okay.
so we probably won't see it on camera, but once it does harden, then you will go back and cut the wick.
Okay,
Yeah.
well this is so much fun. Thank you. Oh, and really quickly, when you do order or go to the shop to buy, really cute packaging here. So
Yeah.
tell me about this little note in here.
Yeah, so this is the whole experience. So when you are online, you're able to write a love note to yourself, and then it comes in the shape of a card, and it's signed love, comma, your name, to kind of bring
is
in
so
the whole idea of
sweet.
self-love and self-care, and then you can just place it in your office, your home, just anytime you need a little friendly reminder when you're having a bad day.
I love that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we talk a lot about self-care on the show, and it is so important.
It's so important,
But like I
yeah.
said, this would make a great gift. So
Yeah.
we'll probably talk to you again when we get closer to
Perfect.
the holidays, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us
Thank you for
today.
having
I thought
me.
this was so much fun. And so for more information, visit lovewhit.co.